Brenton Ford here. One of the most important components of a training program is slow aerobic work. You see, one of the mistakes that I've made before, and I see a lot of athletes commonly making this mistake, is they do their slow aerobic work at a pace which is a little too quick to work the right training zone. For example, if you're doing 5 or 6 sessions a week, 1 or 2 of those sessions should be slow aerobic pace work, where you're keeping your heart rate fairly low and you're sustaining it for 30, 60, 90 minutes for a sustained period of time. There's always the urge to push that little bit harder. If you're competitive and you like to train hard, it's so easy to slip into that habit of training your slow aerobic pace work at a pace which is too fast. So just take a step back, take a look at what the purpose of the slow aerobic training is. It's to build up your aerobic base so you can draw on that fitness for your races. You can draw on that fitness for your other training sessions, and it allows you to recover from your higher intensity training sessions. So you might have done a high intensity threshold session the night before, and the next day a good way to recover from that and a good way to still get the most out of a training session the next day is to do a slow aerobic training session where you're keeping your heart rate low for a sustained period of time. In SwimProve, one of the things that we look at is your training program and all the different elements that bring it together. You will need some slow aerobic swimming. You will need some high intensity work. You will need some speed. There's a lot of different things that bring it together. So we can take a look at what you're doing and make suggestions as to what you might be missing so that you can get the most out of your training program and be as fit as you can be for the race that you're training for. SwimProve members can log in at swimprove.com. That's it for swimming news this week. I'll see you next week. Yeah.